World War III. 7 months, the Great War. People dead through evil. Ruin and ever shall not fall to the king. Alright, so the Great War does sound suspiciously like World War III. The 7 months thing is a little too specific. Most wars last way longer. But people are pointing at global tensions between Russia, China, US and, well, everyone. However, Ruin and Evra were considered religious bastions, so people say this means that a global leader, king, could use religious principles as the means to spread hate, only with the contradiction between their words and their actions to be their very downfall. What's interesting is this links to the final prophecy in this video. Economic collapse, the copies of gold and silver inflated, which after the theft were thrown into the lake at the discovery that all is exhausted and dissipated by the debt. All scripts and bonds will be wiped out. Okay, so this is interesting. Most of the world's money only has value because, well, the government says it does. Before, many currencies' value was directly linked to gold. So the cash we use every day could reasonably be called a copy of gold and silver. After the theft could mean a dictator or a coup could be linked to this. A maverick government printing money left and right. Look, I'm not saying the world's economy is actually going to collapse, but if you see me stealing a catalytic converter for its precious metals, you better mind your business. Climate change getting worse. Like the sun, the head shall sear the shining sea. What the? Like the sun, the head shall sear the shining sea. The Black Sea's living fish shall all but boil. That's the hardest thing to say in the universe. Like the sun, the head shall sear the shining sea. The Black Sea's living fish shall all but boil. Jeez, this one's a little too on the nose. Rising temperatures, dying oceans, and now fish are literally washing up dead from heat waves. If we ever get to boiling seas, just know that Nostradamus called it. AI replacing humans, the moon, in full night over the high mountain. The new sage with a lone brain sees it. By his disciples invited to be immortal. Eyes to the south, hands in bosoms, bodies in the fire. A lone brain invited to be immortal. Is this AI? A self-learning machine? A digital consciousness? Disciples could mean a group that worship this tech and were able to help it cross a point of no return. The bodies in fire could mean that we're actually all going to become one mind and leave our bodies behind to just become one singular digital being. Major meteor strike. A great fire will fall from the sky. The earth shall shake and terror will reign. NASA has an entire team dedicated to stopping rocks from smashing into the planet. So maybe Nostradamus was onto something, but hey, if we do get hit, at least we don't have to pay rent anymore. The rise of a false prophet. The Antichrist very soon annihilates the free. 27 years his rule will last. The unbelievers are dead, captive, exiled, with blood, human bodies, water, and red hail covering the earth. Whew, heavy. In the Bible, the Antichrist is described as someone who unites the people through deception, pretending to be a savior while plunging the world into chaos. Some people believe this prophecy points to an upcoming dictator who will trigger global conflict. The line that unbelievers are dead, captive, exiled is particularly interesting because that's exactly what tyrannical leaders do. They crush all opposition. Even more up is annihilates the free. The US government has 3 branches of power: the presidency, Congress, and the courts. Now, if you look at the news today, you can see those lines are getting increasingly blurry. So, yeah. What's fascinating is that this prophecy connects back to the first one from this video. Maybe in the end the false prophet won't win, and they'll be undone by the very principles that they claim to uphold. So, is Nostradamus actually predicting the future, or are we just looking for connections because it's fun to freak ourselves out? Like, is he a prophet, or is he just Alex Jones before Alex Jones? Speaking of paranoia, nothing makes me want to move off grid faster than seeing how some of the world's most revolutionary inventors mysteriously disappeared, or worse, right after their greatest breakthroughs. Accidents or coincidence, or did they just know too much? Have a look at this video and let's take a look at some inventors who may have paid the ultimate price for their genius.